Jeremiah, I know you had some ups and downs this season, but looking at it as a whole and just what this group was able to accomplish, how much they grew from the start of the season, just what's that like looking back on it?
Yeah, it was definitely a season of growth for everybody, for the good, for the bad. I think you can learn from all the experiences that everybody went through the season. It definitely was a lot of fun. It's definitely a group I love doing it with, going through the ups and downs. I think we have a unique bond that a lot of teams don't have because of how young we are, kind of the stage of our career where we're at. So I think it's definitely a lot of fun being able to go through all the things we do with this team.
What about you personally? What did this season teach you, and what did you kind of learn about yourself?
Yeah, it's definitely was a season of growth. Just kind of beginning the season, being in the mix, then getting hurt, and just kind of finding that flow again. But it's just definitely just shows that you just have to be ready for every single day. And what can you keep doing to better yourself despite the situations, and staying mentally strong, making sure you're always ready for when your number's called.
How tough was it to find that flow, like you said, once you returned from the injury?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely tough. I think just as a competitor, you always want to be at your best and you know what you're capable of, and sometimes it doesn't happen, and you just kind of have to figure it out. I think it's really tough at times, but I think we have a good group of guys that help you to put yourself in the best situation mentally, physically. So when you're in those situations of growth and when it might not be going your way, you can still feel like you're in an environment where you can get better.
Counting high school, college, little league, is this the first time that you've missed extended time due to injury?
Yeah, that's my first time with a bad ankle injury like that and being out for 8 weeks and then coming back trying to figure it out. So it's definitely a first, but I think you can find a lot of good in it. Just the mental resilience you have to have and being able to become a more mentally strong person. I think it helps for the good.
How tough was it mentally to be out, want to be with the team, then come back in, then not be where you were before you got hurt?
Yeah, it's definitely a really difficult thing. I mean, especially as a competitor, a guy that wants to do his best for the team. And when I was out, it was tough just watching the games, but still being supportive of the team. And then when being able to be back and just kind of having a hard time just finding that flow, but you just have to stick with it. There's a lot of ups and downs. Just keep taking it one day at a time, and just what can you keep doing to better yourself for the team.
What's the thing you missed the most while you were out?
Just being able to play. I think it's really easy just to take the game for granted, and the sense of I'm able to do what I love every single day. And getting hurt, being out for, at the time I didn't know how long I was going to be out, but being out for X amount of weeks, and it definitely kind of puts the game in perspective and what you do from a day-to-day perspective. It just definitely put it in perspective in the sense of that you got to just enjoy every single moment, and that you never know when it's taken away from you, so just treat every day like it's your last.
What can you tell us about Chet and what he might be able to bring to this team?
Yeah, I think he's going to be a really good player for us. I think he did a great job this season. I think, like I was talking about how I went through my 8 weeks, he went through a full season, so I can only imagine what that feels like and not being able to do what he loves. But he was definitely grinding every single day. He wasn't bringing anybody down despite however he felt about the situation going on. And I think he's going to be really ready to come in and be an ultimate competitor for this team next season.
Anybody else?
What was it like being Shays' teammate this year and kind of seeing him? He was always a very good player, but seeing him become an all-star and one of the best players in the league.
Yeah, no, he had a special year. He's definitely off the court. He's one of the funnest guys to be around. I think that definitely shows to on the court. So when we're in that situation of seeing him with all this success, we just want nothing but the best for him, and just wanted to help him prevail for our team and just put us in the best position to win these games. And I think he did a great job this season. And I think it's only up from there. So I'm really excited to see his growth from this season to even next season.
You mentioned the areas you felt like you grew this season. With that in mind, what's the focus for you heading into the summer?
Yeah, just keep making deposits every single day, whether if that's mentally, physically, spiritually, but just being able to just know that every single day during the summer leading into training camp that I gave myself the best opportunity to be the best version of myself and just keep growing in all aspects of life. I feel like you can get specific on the court, off the court, but just being the best version of myself every single day and making sure I'm good.
Are you going to the NFL draft in Kansas City?
When is it? I won't be out there. But, the Chiefs, they're going to draft well. They're going to win another Super Bowl. I know everybody hates to see it, but it's just going to happen. So, yeah, it'll be exciting.
The barbecue spot here that kind of reminds you of home?
I'm not dogging. I have not found one, but it's really hard. Kansas City is the best in the country, so it's hard to try to compare that. I see you nodding. It's really hard to compare Kansas City barbecue to anywhere else, but I have not, so I'll definitely be back in Kansas City to get some barbecue.
Piggybacking off that, I got a barbecue suggestion. You're going to try George's Happy Hog. I don't know if you got to try that out yet, but I think it's the best in the state.
Then I'll have to check that out.
It's over there by the Capitol. It's in Lincoln Terrace.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of rinky-dink looking, but
For sure. Those will be the best places, though. Those will be the best places, though. Yeah.
what off-season goals, not goals, but hobbies are you going to get into?
I enjoy golf. I'll be out there golfing a lot. I've really gotten into to chess this last 4 or 5 months. It's something that's it's one of the more difficult things I've ever done, just in the sense of the levels to it are just insane. The way the people think of the game and how many different types of games there are. So I've tried to get a lot better at chess, golf. I think I can cook. I want to get better at cooking. So just tap into some of those things that I can just well-round myself.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Favorite thing to cook? I'm really good at cooking breakfast. So everybody can cook breakfast. But one time I did a carbone spicy rigatoni. So it was put too many peppers in it. It was a little too hot for my liking, but it was good.
How or why did you pick up chess?
How did I pick up chess? I'm trying to think. There's a guy on YouTube. His name's Gotham Chess, and I was kind of I watched him a lot. He's funny, but he's really good at it. So he kind of brings that fun to the game. And then I just started playing on chess.com and just it's been up ever since. I'm stuck at 1,000 elo. So we'll figure out if I can get to 1,500 by the end of the summer or so.
Is there any teammate or anyone in the organization you've played against?
Chet, Lindy, Olivier, Mike Muscala. We played a handful of times. He was really into it. But honestly, I feel like I saw him playing it on his phone, and I just kind of got put in my mind, and so I just kind of started dabbling into it a little bit.
The best.
Who's the best? I'm the best. I'm the best.
Bad at cards.
He's unlucky at cards. He's not bad at cards. He's unlucky. Yeah. No.
Do you have any chess comparisons? Who's the Magnus of the NBA?
The Magnus? Nah, he's like you say. Who resembles Magnus?
Yeah. Or anybody else you watch.
I mean, Magnus is probably the LeBron or something like that. Like Magnus, and then Gary Kasparov. He Michael Jordan or something like that. So, try to be a little knowledgeable in the chess realm.
Golf with Isaiah?
I haven't golfed with Isaiah. I've golfed with. Actually, I don't know if I've golfed with anybody on the team yet, but we're gonna get some rounds in this summer. Then you come back, ask us who's the best golfer. Hopefully, I can say myself.
He was better at golf than basketball before he started high school.
We're gonna have some competition, and we're gonna see. We're gonna see if that's the case.